You're driving with Dr. Dave again. I have a fantastic story to tell you today. People often ask me, why should I get a chiropractic adjustment if I don't feel any pain? Well, for the same reason you should go to the dentist before you feel like you have a toothache. If you have a cavity that's forming and it's really small and you find it, you can fix it pretty easily. But if you wait until you get pain, you're probably going to lose that tooth. Well, in chiropractic, what's happening is when you get a misalignment of the vertebra and it's stuck, it's usually putting pressure on a nerve that comes off the spinal cord, and wherever that nerve goes, you're not going to get full function of that nerve. And that nerve could be something that causes sciatica, it could be causing headaches, but it could also be causing problems with one of your internal organs, like your lungs, or your heart, or your kidneys. And that's all, my favorite phrase, that's all bad juju, right? And so, one of my patients has a boss who is pretty close to being on hospice. But for the last several weeks, he's been on oxygen. He simply couldn't breathe. And she kept telling him, you need to go to see my chiropractor. And he says, no, because I had a motorcycle wreck when I was younger. And truthfully, chiropractors scare the daylights out of me. And she says, well, I understand that, but the thing is, he can probably help you. And he wouldn't do it. Well, his condition deteriorated where he couldn't breathe so badly that he was in the hospital on a ventilator for over a week. I think it was 2 weeks. He was on that ventilator. And one day he just was trying to roll himself over in bed, and when he did, he felt this pop. I hate using that word as a chiropractor, but he felt this pop in his upper back, and as soon as he did, he was able to breathe. Now, they wouldn't let him go home because his O2 saturation wouldn't come up high enough for him to breathe safely at home. But that day that he felt that pop in his back, his O2 sats came up high enough to where they let him go home that day. Now, this is a guy who's practically on hospice for another condition, who regained his ability to breathe and was able to go home. And that's all because he got the pressure off that nerve with an accidental chiropractic type manipulation of his spine. Now, if you can see how that might work to where he got back the function of his lungs, what else can we find in there that might help you to function better? And when should you start? Because if you start having problems with nerve supply to your heart or your lungs or your kidneys or whatever organ it is, and you don't even know it over a period of years, how much of your life are you trading away? And here comes the important question. How much of your life are you willing to trade away? I think none. This is Dr. Dave. Get your chiropractic checkup, get your chiropractic adjustment, live your life to the fullest. Like this video and share it with your friends. I'll see you tomorrow.